What's good, party people? This is According to Woods, and I have the honor and privilege of talking to a Bloodsport competitor. She competed in the last one in a match of the night candidate with KZT, and will be competing for Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 8 during WrestleMania weekend as a part of GCW's collective taking place. Bloodsport will be taking place Thursday before WrestleMania. I believe it's the 26th, but she's the one, the only Zeda Zhang. Zeda, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going? I'm doing well. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. And you sound pretty chipper for somebody that's about to get into a fight with somebody. Because usually in a lot of your matches, you come in with the shoot style background, your background in MMA. But here we are, Bloodsport 8, and you're taking on Marina Shafir, who also has a legit combat sports experience into the pro wrestling realm.
Yes, I'm excited for this match for various reasons. Of course, like she's probably going to be one of my toughest opponents out there, but this has been coming for a while. Like I said at Bloodsport 7 that we've been through the same things. We've been in NXT together, and I don't know what her issue is with me. Like, we're in the same classes, we have the same coaches. Like, I've done nothing but try to help her and be nice to her, but she just seemed like there was some issue with me for some reason. I don't know what exactly it is, but she always just kind of acted really standoffish with me. And then I find out that she's here basically just at this blood sport event, and we're in the back. I run into her, and she does not say anything to me. I say, "Hey, how's it going? Like, I haven't seen you in a while." She just straight up ignores me in front of everyone. So I don't really know what her problem is, but it just seems like it's been happening more and more the longer I've been around her. It's like the first day she came into NXT, you know, she was kind of like giving me a dirty look, and I'm I'm cool with Shayna, her good friend. So I don't even know what her issue is. So I'm not exactly sure why she's treating me this way. So I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of beating around the bush, tired of like I just want it to be addressed because the elephant is in the room. So might as well just address the issue right now. So I told her, hey, I'm going to be running into you now that she's out in the independent circuit. I'm going to be running into her. So if she's got a problem, take it up with me because that's the only way. I'm not going to play all this BS of, oh, let me not talk to you. Let me just act like you're not there and then acting like there's some issue when we've never even had any bad conversation. So, Dallas at Bloodsport 8, we're going to go fight. And it's like anything. If there's an issue, fight it out. And hopefully after that, she's going to learn to show some respect and not be so rude for no reason.
No, and it's crazy. Kung Fu Havoc 2 says first and waiting for the awesomely beautiful Zeta Zhang to kick some ass. So there you go from Kung Fu Havoc there.
Thank
Dudes
you.
at dudes at Ringside Podcast saying how's it going and giving a little bit of valor. He's saying that Marina might just be a hater and that's
I'm
all.
wondering if it's that. I literally am thinking if it's that because there is literally no reason why she should act like that. Like, we're around the same people, we got the same friends. Like, there is really no reason why she would act like that towards me. So I'm tired of it. It's like any martial arts gym that you go to, and she should know this coming from an MMA background. You're at any facility, a gym, a team, and you're having to train with the same people, and someone acts like crap towards you. Am I allowed to cuss on here?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. She
Good.
acts like fucking shit towards me. So I'm just like, what is the issue? What is the issue? Like, if you're not going to tell me to my face and you're going to do this passive aggressive bullshit, then I'm not going to sit here and keep dealing with it. I'm not going to play around with you on these dumbass games. So if there's an issue, handle it up front. be a freaking woman, stand up and fucking handle it up front. So that's what it is. That's why I called her ass out, because I'm tired of this passive aggressive bullshit. I'm not gonna sit here and figure out what her issue is. It's literally like dealing with some person on freaking PMS or whatever. Like, it just pisses me. She's literally PMSing all the time. It seems every time around me. Yet she'll turn around and be cool with my friends, be cool with the people I'm around, like in front of my face, just flat out disrespect. Like, bitch, I didn't know you before NXT. I knew of you because of the MMA background and because, like, MMA is a small world, but I'm not in your fight weight class. Like, there is really no reason why you're here, like, hating on me. So I don't really know what her issue is. That's why I called her ass out when I saw her there and she was acting like that. It would have been fine if I saw her after, NXT, and we said, hey, whatever else, like, maybe I was even thinking, okay, maybe because we're in NXT, we're in wrestling now, like, we end up being competition with each other because there's weight classes, not so much. But, like, her friend Shayna was competition with me, but after we fought it out, we were cool. She wasn't ever rude to me even before we fought it out, but we fought because we had to fight. So I'm not exactly sure what her issue is with me.
Yeah, and it's wild too. Kung Fu Havoc saying some people just hate just to have something to do, and or maybe she just forgot the meaning of respect. That none of it we know, obviously, and all of it will be settled as a part of the GCW collective. My favorite part of a GCW weekend, which would be Bloodsport, that just gets settled in a no roped ring with only KOs and submissions. No pins here. No, not at all. And Alex Ramirez says you should have gone Betch Kohea on her corner since she has the recipe to destroy 3/4 of the horsewomen. By the way, I like your hair, he says. So, I mean, you are literally kind of the crux to the four horsewomen of MMA, taking out one Marina Shafir.
Well, that's the plan.
That's the plan. And one
31st
thing,
in Dallas,
yeah,
Texas.
absolutely. And after that match, right? And we can't take away from the match at Bloodsport 7 that you had with KZT. And KZT is a legit Cobrina black belt in jiu-jitsu, right? One of the highest black belts that you can earn, and she got it during pandemic, literally a tough time. You guys had a banger of a match, but the festering of whatever latent whatever was going on, weird air, right? Uh, it prompted you after literally at that point the toughest fight of your life, and you still had the wherewithal to like, hey, let's settle this with Marina.
Yeah, I have to, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, KZT, she was great. She was definitely tough on the ground. Um, and she was a great competitor. But I'm really glad that I pulled through because I wasn't willing to quit and I wanted to use my MMA background, against someone that was more ground based. Even though I do come from a ground background, I know she's better than me in jiu-jitsu. She's a black belt, obviously, and it takes a lot of work to get to where she is as a jiu-jitsu black belt. But as far as having those rule sets where I'm able to use my strikes and my knees and the ground and pound, that's what really helped me win that fight. But afterwards, when I saw Marina there, I was like, this is time. She won her fight. I won my fight. Well, we're going to go up against each other eventually. And now we're really going to be competition, because when we were at NXT, it's like, yeah, we could have been competition. It wasn't 100% sure, but now I know we're going to be competition. And it was the perfect time because after how rude she was to me after all these years, like, that's literally the time to call her out. So after she was done, came out, said my what I needed to say, and she just decided to douse fuel on the fire. You know, she even had the nerve to be as rude and fucked up as she was when I came out and called her out. She just, I don't know, her whole hand signal, whatever. Like she wouldn't even like. It's like she goes mute when she tries to talk to me. She wouldn't even talk to me. She just she talks to me through her body language, how rude she is. Like that's all you need to do. Sometimes you say more without saying anything at all. And she didn't have to say anything. I got her. I got her. I know she has an issue with me for some weird ass reason. So I whatever she did this, that
Yeah,
means a lot
and
because it's just
yeah,
straight respect.
yeah, and it's kind of apropos that this match could have happened anywhere, but this is happening under the confines of Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. Obviously, Josh Barnett, literally one of the most legitimate cruxes with both MMA and pro wrestling, a former UFC heavyweight champion, the youngest one at that. Obviously, he doesn't just sign off on anything, right? And he's giving his name, lending his name to Bloodsport. And the fact that, again, the rules of engagement, there is no ropes, right? It's KO or submissions, there's no pins, right? So I think it's a little bit, I guess, poetic justice that whatever grievances that you and Marina Shafir have, that it takes place under the confines and under the guise of Bloodsport. And in Dallas, where a lot of, I mean, you spoke about elephants in the room. Well, it's going down during WrestleMania weekend. So there are a lot of your peers, both in the independent scene that you're currently with, the people that you were sharing locker rooms during you and Marina's tenures during NXT, which coincide with each other. So, I mean, they always say that you could really tell the quality of a match or a fight with who's watching in the back on the monitor, and I guarantee you, this one is going to be a sellout at the monitor.
I definitely hope so because everyone else saw it too. Anyone that was at NXT with us saw the tension that she had towards me ever since the first day she came in. And throughout, it just got worse and worse the whole time that we were there together. So, I think people probably saw this coming. All our old teammates and what else and colleagues. So if they end up there and get to see this, it's going to be a fight.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And now I have the fortunate pleasure to know you for a numerous amount of years. And one thing that I noticed from Bloodsport and this interaction in Marina is it's changed you. You're no longer the happy-go-lucky smile, whatever. You've got a mean streak a mile wide, which I hadn't seen before. Man, like, was this the crux where you're like, hey, I'm tired of getting pushed around, I'm tired of air not being clear, and I'm just gonna settle it out and make my name in Bloodsport?
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot to piss me off, but it's been a long time coming. Like, you can do a lot of stuff, but after just building, 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 and she's been doing this. You think of this. I had to see her every single day, and she's been doing this shit since then. And then after not seeing her for all this time, she comes and still acts the same. So of course I'm pissed at this point. I'm super pissed, and she wants to disrespect me in front of everyone at my Bloodsport debut. Like you said, Josh Barnett, he is literally a legend at what he does. So being there was a great honor. I wanted to be there and do this fight with KZT. And when I was there, it was just the plain disrespect that she was acting. It also made me look bad in front of Josh. But I'm thankful that he approved to have us fight. I think he saw this tension, and I guess he trusted that we would go and fight it out. So I'm excited for this opportunity. But yeah, I do have a mean streak. I don't show it all the time, but when someone pisses me off to the point where it puts me over the edge, then that comes out. And then it's not going back in until the shit is settled.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Which again, this makes for all of. I think this is what Josh Barnett wants. I mean, if you see any of his fighters in MMA, he gives the War Master slap to kind of get them in the zone of fighting. So again, to have Marina, who has, along with Jessamine Duke, uh, obviously Shayna Baszler, has a personal relationship with Josh Barnett, for it to happen at his show. My goodness, this is amazing. Now, for as you ready for Bloodsport, where can they find you on social media, Zeda Zhang?
On Instagram, Zeta underscore Zhang, ZEDA underscore ZHANG. And then I have all my other social media links that is connected in the bio. Sorry, it is so loud because there is a trash man over here outside dumping trash.
I mean, I think that's the kind of apropos
That
because
is so loud. Like, oh my
it
gosh.
it happens. It happens now, and obviously
Why are
for
they
you
dumping
guys,
trash at like 10 a.m.? It's late. Anyways.
it has. I mean, somebody's got to work, I guess, right? And then
But yeah,
also,
social media, Instagram. I'm on that the most. And all my other links are on there as well. I'm on everything.
right.
TikTok, Patreon, YouTube, like everything you can name.
And if you're in the LA area, speaking of MMA and pro wrestling, there is a place if people so choose, which I know there's going to be lines out the back door, but I mean, or the front door, I should say. But the Wrestling Guys store
Yeah.
this Saturday, right? So tell us about that.
Yeah, so I will be doing a signing there, and I invited my friend Ashley Evan Smith, UFC fighter, there. So we will both be doing signings, and that should be a lot of fun. And also, we have a photo shoot coming up as well. So DM me for details on that. Y'all want to book a
There,
photo shoot?
There you go. That is Zeta Zhang. She's ripped and ready to go for Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 8 going down the week of WrestleMania. It's going to be a fight. And again, you two, both you and Marina, are aptly prepared and have the background to bring the fight to Bloodsport in a way that maybe it hasn't been seen in Bloodsport before.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna bring it. They don't call me Zeta. Bring the bang, Zang for nothing. And
That is
yeah, definitely gonna bring it.
There it is. If you guys are in Dallas, go ahead and definitely check it out. Check it out. It's a part of the GCW Collective, and also if you're unable to get it, well, you can get it on Fight TV Live. As a part of the GCW Collective package or as a standalone pay per view, you definitely want to see that. Zeta, thank you so much for joining us here. Thank you guys for joining us here. And here's a little bit of a weird one, but you're going to see a little bit more Zeta Zhang because she does the outro to this very podcast. So here's more Zeta Zhang for you.
Hey, this is Zeta Zang. Make